In this video, I tried Bazzite OS, a Linux distribution meant for gaming on a virtual machine to see how good it is, and honestly, I think it has potential, but there are some drawbacks for using on a VM. Before we begin though, I'm a high school student trying to make it big on YouTube, so if you would like and subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. Anyways, let's start. Alright, so here I am on the Bazzite website, and the first step is just to click the download button, select which settings you want, and then just download the ISO. Alright, so now I have the ISO installed, so I can actually create the virtual machine. So pretty much I just have to click on this and actually select the ISO. Then pretty much it's Linux, and things that VMware doesn't know specifically like what Linux it is so far, so I'll just like select something, I'll call it Ubuntu, but it is actually Bazzite. And I'm gonna give it, I'll give it like 80 GB of storage. Like I have a lot, let's be like generous for now, and single file should be good for this VM. And now it's like done, but I'm gonna increase the RAM. Obviously I want more, so I'll set that to, honestly, I think 8 should be good. 8 GB should be enough for this, and now I can actually start it up. All right, so now it's actually up, so I can click on install Bazzite. So that. Alright, so now we're actually in the actual like install menu. So language, I'm gonna stick with English, and I live in the United States, so this is good for me. And I think all of this should be fine. So installation destination, I can just select this. So now I'm gonna click on begin installation. Alright, so now I'm actually officially inside the OS. So there's me. I just have to enter my password now. Alright, so we are actually officially in. So, and I can actually switch like different like desktops. That's kind of cool. And over here, okay, files, I guess is like the file center. Okay, yeah, so just like the system files, that's kind of cool. And oh, Steam and Lutris. So these are some good things for gaming, because this is like a gaming oriented Linux distribution. I also got like the terminal. So, and of course we gotta do NeoFetch, because this is obviously Linux. So you can also see like the stats. So okay, so it shows up as my CPU in the virtual machine, and also shows like the storage and the RAM I allocated. So this is good for now. So now I've pretty much made like a series of goals I want to try on Bazzite, and see like if this is applicable. So for a web browser, has Firefox right here, so that's pretty easy. Alright, so I'm in Firefox. Let me just try and search about YouTube. Let's see if that works, honestly. It should, like, that should be fine. So I'm on the video that I uploaded before this, and okay, yeah, so video playback is obviously working fine. Although I will say it is pretty, like, stuttery and pretty laggy, so I honestly think it's the fault of using like a virtual machine and I have like a gaming laptop, so it's not really like as fast, but I think it could be with the distribution. But honestly, I'm gonna fault it with the VM itself. But yeah, I think it does pass this. Like if you probably like use like a standard installation or really like dual boot, it should like be like a lot more smooth. So Steam was actually getting set up in the background, so now I can actually try and log in and see if Steam works. Okay, so yeah, Steam is actually working and I'm actually in. So can it actually run like a Windows game? So I'm gonna actually try that out. So I'm actually going to settings and see like what I can change. So I think it should. Okay, so where are these settings at? Okay, it's over here. So okay, so I can actually change like a bunch of settings. So displays. So first of all, can I actually like make it so that it actually fills up the entire VM? So I think it should be 920 times 1080. So I apply that. All right, look at that. So it does actually fill up now. So that's great to see. And nightlight. Oh, it's like night effect. What about the scale? Like, what if I make it like 225%? Okay, let's revert that. Let's revert that. And also active screen edges. So does this work? So I think, okay, oh, like that. Okay, that's pretty cool. And multi-monitor, honestly, on a VM, so I'm not gonna try that for now. Appearance. Okay, so I can change between like light and dark mode. So change the accent color. I'll go with blue for now. Oh, and there's also like some backgrounds as well. So I can try some of them out. Okay, so I can just change the background. That's nice to see. Okay, and okay, pointing and clicking. What's over here? Oh, reveal pointer. Okay, let me try that. Oh, okay, that's actually kind of cool. All right, I actually want to see this on Windows. Like, I could use this actually because I keep losing my cursor. I'm also going to skip ahead and try out some apps from, I think it should be called like Bazzite. So this is like the Bazzite like app store. So pretty much it makes like really easy to like install apps on here. Like you don't gotta like always go into the terminal. Okay, so I am running into an issue honestly with Bazzite where like it boots up, but like it's just like immediately frozen and it should crash. Okay, yeah, so it just crashed. So honestly, that is a little bit concerning that the app store isn't working for me. I think once again it could be for the fact I'm using on a VM and performance is not as well, but I feel like the app store should work fine. Okay, I can also take a screenshot with this tool, so okay, and I guess if I click show in files, it should show up. All right, so that's cool, I guess. All right, so now I want to try like the final thing which I set out to do. That's actually like make and save a text file. So I think there should be an app for that, honestly. So if if I click here, I can actually open up all the apps. So there should be probably a text editing file by default. Okay, text editor. All right, here we go. So probably just, try and type something random. Okay, so let me just say, hello, everyone. Please subscribe to the channel. Okay, so now if I just click on save as, I can save it somewhere specifically. I'll just put it there. And now if I go into files, it should be there. So yeah, all right, bet. So that does work. So yeah, I think that wraps up my tests for Bazzite on a Linux VM. So I will say that there were like some hiccups, like, the App Store didn't work that well. There was like, some lag in YouTube, and also like Steam, some games like it's like corrupted. Honestly, I think it's because I use the VM, but yeah, overall, I do think that this was a pretty good experience. Like, it was more laggy, not because obviously it's on a VM, but I think that honestly, I do want to, try and make another video like this, but like actually installing it on my computer, like dual booting. So yeah, if this video gets like 500 likes, I'll say I'll actually do that. So if you want to see that, make sure to like and subscribe. But yeah, I do like GNOME as well. Like GNOME, sort of like modern. It was like Mac OS, honestly. So if you use Mac OS, like, you're gonna feel at home at this. But yeah, if you enjoyed, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.